Good afternoon, everybody. This is another episode of The Karens, and we're talking today about food and how it's changed, what we like, what we're seeing, and all the stuff around it, the meal plans, the homesteading, the trends in gardening and so forth, or not gardening. How's everybody doing?
Good.
Good.
Nice,
Good.
nice. Yeah, so we were just on recording a different episode because our Susan is going to be taking an extended vacation, well-deserved vacation here. So we're knocking out a couple of these, and we were just thinking about um how hard it is to prep dinner and meal prep and all the things that go into it. And so we were just chatting about shortcuts and so forth. So who was asking Carolyn something just now?
So I was because
Susan
I
was.
started watching. Kind of got hooked on this woman on Instagram who moved to a farm, and she buys or she farms her own like she has a vegetable garden. She makes bread. She makes breakfast. Everything she does is like not self-contained, but like everything is like not fast food,
Homemade.
like not ordering food. Like she does everything at her house. And she calls herself a homesteader. So I looked that up and it means like being self-sufficient, which so then I was asking Carolyn because I know she cooks a lot, meal plans, like gardens. I mean, I know she doesn't live on a fucking farm, but
She lives on a
are
golf
you into
course,
that
by the
new
way.
lifestyle of being self-contained
I
or
think it's
self-sufficient?
I think it has become like kind of a trend, like a kind of a thing. A lot of people
Yeah.
have been moving in that direction, and it's appealing. But I definitely would not consider myself a homesteader. I think our lot is only like a third of an acre and we're on a golf course. I will say that I have kind of knocked it out of the park in gardening in the last few years. Definitely learning the hard way. So I've killed a lot of shit. I've ruined a lot of shit. I have wasted a tremendous amount of money in my garden. My tomatoes are probably like, $60 tomatoes at this point, but I enjoy it, and I enjoy it. It's a good, healthy hobby, and I'm one of those, wackadoos that I don't like are like, the food production in the country, and I just think if you can grow it at home, it's better quality, better nutrients, blah blah blah. So
Not poisoned. Yeah.
not poisoned,
Exactly.
yeah.
You can
I
say it.
did get into sourdough for like a short hot minute, but then decided it was just way too much of a commitment.
I feel like you were really popular with the focaccia for a while
Oh
too.
yeah, I went in hard on the focaccia, sourdough focaccia, and it's amazing. Like I'm not gonna say it's not amazing, but it's also like a 3-day
It's
process.
a lot of work. Yeah.
A lot of work.
Whoa,
Yeah.
that's
And
wild.
and I have a bread maker, and but my husband has finally started listening to me in like cutting down on some of the processed carbs. So now we're really not eating as much bread. So the bread maker went into the closet, and
R.I.P.
I wanted to get chickens, but he wouldn't let me.
Oh,
And I
are you
don't
guys
even think
allowed
I
to
was
they're
get
gonna ask.
chickens?
Yeah, I
I
was
don't
gonna
think they're
ask you.
allowed anyways.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
but
Why,
again, it's
why
Would
aren't they
you?
allowed? Because you're on a golf course,
yeah,
or
we're in a HOA.
oh,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Would you would want them if you were not or you had more space?
I would, I think. Yeah. I mean, why
Yeah, I
not?
could so see that for you.
I
Yeah.
actually wouldn't mind having chickens. Like I always heard how much healthier chickens were. So my husband lived on an island that was self-contained, and they had chickens, and he would just say like they would feed them, and like the eggs were always better and
Yeah.
tasted more flavorful.
Oh
They
yeah.
Yeah.
are.
I'm just like
World of difference.
but I
Yeah.
also know it's like I think they're disgusting, right? Apparently, chickens are hard to upkeep.
Well,
Well,
my
there
brother,
were.
my brother-in-law had a couple like in like Mission Viejo in town. He ended up getting rid of them. I can't remember. I think one of them actually got snatched by an animal, but they were actually pretty cute. Like they would like come up and like come find him and let him pet him, like snuggle up to him. I'm like, oh my
Yeah.
God. And he's like, I'm going to eat these chickens when they stop laying. And I'm like, oh my God, like
Don't
I
tell me
wouldn't be able to
this.
do that. I don't want to know this. And here in Sonoma County, like, it's like really popular to do chickens, and my partner Julie gets some from some of the nurses, and I think even doctors have local chickens, and she'll bring home like a carton of eggs that she gets for like $5 from their
Oh,
chicken
yeah.
once a
Yeah.
month. And I'm like, oh
And you
wow,
don't have
that's
to
kind of cool.
refrigerate them, and they're just
The
Yeah.
better.
different colors,
The yolk
the
is like a deep
yolks.
yellow. Yeah.
Yes, it's like
Yeah.
it's a game changer. But it
Yeah.
is a
Yeah.
lot of work. I mean, it's
I would
to
just
me
be
that's
worried that they'd get sick or get snaked by, we live up against, a mountain
They
pretty
do.
much.
They get
So
popped by
yeah,
animals
they
all
do.
the time.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you'd have
Our
to really be careful about that.
At our gym, a lady brings in eggs and she sells them for $4 a dozen.
Yeah. It's
And
a good little biz.
even when I mean, I think that's cheap as hell. Like
I
even
mean,
Oh
it
my
when
is
God, yeah.
compared to the grocery
Yeah.
store.
yeah, when they were 10, $12 at the grocery store, she was still only charging $4 for
Wow.
farm fresh eggs. Because of the cold, they haven't been in, but normally she delivers like 15 dozen at a time because she's got a shitload of chickens. And then it stopped for a while, and I asked him like, what's going on with the eggs, man?
Where's my
And
eggs? Get my eggs.
she said 30 of her chickens got killed
Oh,
Like,
by
from the bird
whoa.
or
By
by an
like a
animal?
she doesn't know either
like
raccoons
a
or fox
werewolf?
or
I know, totally.
Jesus Christ.
I can see a coyote in that area.
yeah, I mean
Oh,
Mountain
certain
lion.
animals will
Mountain
like
lion,
kill
maybe.
them, not even to eat them, just
Oh,
like as a
just to
massacre.
That's
sounds
messed
like
up.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like, can you imagine going out? I mean, I thought it was terrible. I came out
I thought
yesterday and
only
there's
humans did that kind of
like
shit.
two
Wow.
No.
cats had thrown up, and I'm like, oh God, this is
Yeah.
terrible. Can you imagine going out and
30
seeing like
chickens.
30
30
chickens
chickens
slaughtered?
just
Oh
mutilated.
my
Yeah.
God.
That would be
Especially if you're
Ugh.
horrifying.
like, this one's fluffy and I
Yeah.
love her.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, name
like,
yeah.
oh my God.
I think when you have that many though, so different breeds are
Right.
like some are more affectionate and some are
Yeah.
less
Yeah.
affectionate. Tracy, my sister, has four or five,
Oh,
and
really?
they're super affectionate, and
Yeah.
she
Yeah.
loves the hell out of those things. So
Yeah.
they have names.
Yeah.
She talks to them, and then she's become a crazy chicken lady. But
I love that.
but
I
yeah,
love
when you
that.
have 80 chickens, I don't think it's quite.
Yeah.
Well, it's like a business at that point, but
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Absolutely.
hopefully, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'd heard, now
Or it
I'm
was.
talking about chicken instead of food, but so apparently there's these chickens. I had a colleague that has a business here in Sonoma County. She had chickens running around on her land, and she's like, and I'm like, what is that chicken? It was like this beautiful chicken, and she's like, they have like black meat. It's like dark meat. They look
Whoa.
like black chickens, and they have black meat, and apparently there's some type of fancy chicken. And I'm like, oh my God, I had never
Wow.
even knew that. Yeah, it was pretty
Never heard
cool
of
because I'm
that.
like, what's that one? Like, it was definitely, you can,
Yeah.
like, I'd never seen anything
Unique.
that looked like that before. Yeah, it was very cool.
Yeah, some of them are kind of cool looking.
Yeah. But
But
really, I mean, just overall, how do you guys feel about the trends? I mean, there's a lot more homesteading. There's these companies now, local companies that have, gardens, and they deliver like the fresh in season vegetables, because I think it really has become a problem. I mean, you can't buy an apple or a tomato, even an organic apple or a tomato at any of the major chains, and have any flavor anytime.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's just
it's sad.
ridiculous. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I even noticed just with doing the charcuterie business and stuff, what's in season and what's not. And
Yeah.
you're like, oh, people want this, but it's not in
Not.
season. We're paying
Mhm.
more for it and getting a
It
worse
tastes like poo.
product.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's just not going to be as good. And the unfortunate part is that at this point, like, it's not like we could just go and shop for everything at the farmer's market, because
Yeah.
before, the farmer's market used to be where things were super inexpensive,
Mm.
because you're cutting out the middleman. I mean, I do want to go and check out one other farmer's market that is, it's on Sunday instead of Saturday, and it's a little more oriented towards just fruits and
Food.
vegetables. Yeah,
Yeah.
just food. Like the one that's here every week is a little more elaborate.
Local
And
businesses and such. Yeah.
yeah, I'd say it's even more of like a craft fair slash,
Yeah. Artsy craftsy.
farmers. Yeah, because like a dozen like fresh eggs are like $10.
Yeah.
So it's like, if you're, and I'm like, okay, well then I'll just go get my cage free, roam free stuff at Trader Joe's.
Yeah.
Because, unfortunately, expense does come into play with
Yeah.
that, which is, I'm sure, why a lot of people have just decided, why not? Yeah, have my own eggs, have my own garden, not be poisoning myself. And you think saving money. I mean, Carolyn, I guess you kind of lifted the veil on that. That's not immediate, or that it's,
Yeah.
you can spend money trying to get this kind of project up and going. But
Yeah.
That's the upstart, and
When
then
you're a hobby gardener versus
yeah,
someone that like knows what they're doing. I mean,
yeah,
I was really, really surprised by how much work
yeah,
it was to
yeah,
actually have like a real successful garden. I was like,
yeah,
yeah, no, I thought I was just going to put some plants in the ground, give it some water, and it was going
yeah.
to give me back food. Yeah, no. Okay.
That's what the
Yeah.
city girl would have thought.
we got
Yeah. Well, and
bugs to
that's what
worry
I thought.
about, and bugs and
Yeah,
watering and overwatering and shade
Yeah.
versus yeah, I used to do some gardening.
Fertilizer
It's a lot of
and
work.
it
Yeah,
yeah,
is a lot of work. And so, um, if you enjoy it, and
and have time.
if you get a few things down well, then great. Then you're not, killing things and wasting money. But it took some time to to get to that
master that.
point.
Yeah. And are you at the point in a garden where so now every year you kind of know what you can put in, your fertilizer is, or
Yep.
your, is all good,
Yep.
your dirt. So
Yep.
it's fairly
Yeah.
seamless. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. I
I know
still
they
have to.
glamorize it on Instagram. It's like, everybody's in their little dress and they're with their little basket and they're getting their little, pulling out their
Yeah.
carrots and they look all pretty. And
Yeah.
I'm
No.
like, it's just not like that. I know this.
No. Blood,
We've
sweat,
listened.
and tears.
We've
Yeah,
listened to your
it's
stories.
not what's her
Yeah.
face? Who's Jeffrey? Jeffrey's the count, the cook
Oh,
lady.
Zakarian.
Oh yeah, like it. Well,
Wait,
yes,
wait,
we're
who
not like
for
we're
me and
Ina.
the
It's not all like
It's
Ina
not Ina
Garten.
going out to, I'm just gonna click some
Ina
lavender
Garden.
and get some,
Totally, yeah. I'm just
make
gonna
it in
grab
my
some
beautiful
time for
basket.
yeah,
Yeah. She's
and
got
it's like
people.
I
Yeah.
know, and I want it to. If I want it, I'm like that's what I'm imagining, which I
Yeah.
guess
I
is
mean,
why I'm a
like,
city girl and I don't have a patch of grass.
yeah,
Well,
exactly.
well, speaking of cities, Susan, do you guys have you're the last one still in San Francisco at this
Yeah.
point. So are there any like local kind of farmers markets there where people come
Oh,
in, or
yeah,
Oh yeah,
what's the scoop there when you want something like seasonal and fresh versus big
I
box?
mean, there's huge farmers markets. There's one in the Sunset. There's one at the Embarcadero building. They're all over the place.
Civic
Yeah.
Center
But
everywhere.
I'll be frank, I don't do farmers markets because it's more expensive. Like I
Mm.
hate to say it, but at the end of the day, I don't want to spend $14 for eggs. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
because the last time I was
for
at
me,
that
it comes down
Sunset
to
Market,
money.
yeah,
Like it's
yeah,
like, what am I willing to spend? And it's sad.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
Well, I think
yeah.
part of that is the environment you're in. Like when I lived in Chico, they had the Saturday
I used to
farmers
when I lived in
market.
Chico, yeah, we would go to the
And
farmers
that's
market.
That was year round,
Yeah.
rain or shine, and that was mostly fruits and vegetables, some little artsy craftsy stuff. And then Thursdays was the seasonal farmers market. So we're talking twice a week here during, spring and summer.
Well, that
Yeah.
farm Chico's kind of right in the middle of farmland too.
It
Yeah.
is, but
Yeah, yeah.
that's my point. Like,
Yeah.
so for Susan,
Location, yeah.
it's
They're traveling in from Gilroy
yeah, they're
probably,
bringing
or
it in and they
yeah.
know the cost of living and what
Yeah.
people are paying there. But in Chico, you would be able to find things cheaper, not everything, but because it was so readily available, I just feel like it was a different experience.
It's affordable. Yeah, for
Mhm.
sure. I
It
mean,
is.
I feel like Sacramento's in the middle of like
Yeah.
farmland or
Mhm.
close to,
That's why you're
but
paying
again,
$10 instead of $14
I
for
know
Mhm.
it's
You're
exactly.
still
And
in the
I'm just
city.
like,
Yeah.
yeah. And I'm just like, oh, that's crazy. But then like
Damn it,
Susan said,
you're on
it's
it.
about affordability. But I'm just like, okay, so I'm sitting there vacillating in my mind. So how much do I want to poison myself? Like you're like, it's a couple dollars difference. And you're actually considering
Yeah.
eating
Yeah.
a inferior and potentially, poison product,
Harmful.
harmful to yourself just for the money. And I mean, imagine if, your budget is really crunched or,
Hmm.
I
times are
don't.
really tough or you're,
Yeah, I
it's
Yeah.
don't
crazy.
agree with you, but I will still go get a Taco Bell and a Taco Bell bean burrito, and I feel like that's the worst poison on the earth.
It's
Oh,
one
but
of
I
them.
love it so much. I know. That's why I was like, I
Like
really
it's
should be eating really good eggs.
Well,
Because
yeah,
I eat from Taco Bell too. Counter.
counterbalance.
Yes,
But
exactly.
speaking of lower like cost, I was living in California. We have a lot of Hispanic markets,
yeah,
and I don't know if you guys we go in there all the time
the
because you can
Hispanic,
it's
the
so
Korean
much
market.
less expensive,
Mhm.
and
Yeah,
it's like, and I think that a lot of their produce, it looks better, it's less expensive. You can buy like a lot of them have butcher shops and like salsa, and I'm like, I mean, I just discovered
Yeah,
that like 10 years ago, but you can go in the front of town here and get like a whole like grilled chicken meal, rice, salsa, tortillas
yeah.
for like $20. And it's
It's
like,
good. We've
and it's
gone there before with you.
good. Yeah.
Yeah,
So I'm
yeah.
like, okay, so
Yeah.
that's one
Asian
option too.
markets the same,
Same
especially
thing.
in the city. Their fruits and vegetables were way less expensive for
Yeah. They're
sure.
like, we'll let the whiteys shop at Whole Foods and Safeway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Let those nitwits figure that
yeah.
out.
Totally. Go to
Uh,
Costco, get your big grapes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Speaking of one kind of funny thing at a farmer's market, and damn it, Susan, you keep yawning. You're making me yawn.
sorry.
It's contagious.
That's why I'm
Um,
on my second coffee.
there you go.
No, I may put too much cream in it, and now I just taste cream instead of coffee.
Ew.
Oh,
Uh, but one funny thing, you guys remember that text I sent a while back? Here at the Windsor Farmers Market in the summer, there's a group of boomers that do something called Old Coots, and they have a stand set up, and it's literally like boomers. Like and one of them is a friend of mine, Dave. Shout out to Dave. I asked him to come on our show when they're back at it in the summer, but they give sage advice.
Oh,
So and
yes.
they come up and I don't know if they charge or it's volunteer. It's probably
or like
volunteer
donation or
or
something. Yeah,
donation maybe. Yeah, but it's a group of older folks and they come up and they give advice to younger people. And I thought
I
that was
love this.
amazing. And I'm like, you
I
guys need a
love this.
podcast or you at least need to come on our show, chat about it.
Yeah.
I'd
Absolutely.
love
That's
I
to hear
cute.
love
some of the
this.
questions that they probably get are probably pretty funny.
I
Yeah.
love this.
That's
And they're
cute.
at the farmer's market.
They're at the farmers market in Windsor,
That is
California
so cute.
in the summer. He said they're on hiatus now when I asked him to come on. He's like I'm like they get going I think in May or June. So he's on my list as for a guest, upcoming guest, him and
I
his
love this.
yeah,
That's cute.
very
We
cute.
might have to take a field trip.
That would be awesome. That would be awesome. Yeah, he's a great guy. Um, so what other kind of, I know we just have a few more minutes to wrap this one up, but kind of food trends, we've talked about, farmers market, you growing your own stuff, the big box
Food
stuff,
prepping. Food
food
prepping is
prepping.
Yeah,
big right
food
now.
prep. Yeah.
Yeah, all the meal kind of
It's,
delivery.
can
Well,
I just
meal
say,
Or
meal
just
delivery
meal
and food
I
prep,
think
or
prep
just
it,
like meal prep in
are
general.
different.
Yeah.
I think
Oh,
it's weird because the way I grew up, and this is crossing, podcast topics. My mom meal prepped on Sundays
hmm,
for the like not fully meal prep, but she planned the menus, she planned what we were eating, she even planned like the leftovers that might be turned into something else.
nice.
So I just like I think it's in some ways funny that everyone's into this trend where it's just like people used to do it all the time, you know?
Yeah. I
Mhm.
mean, I think
They've
that's kind yeah.
turned it into
It's
a big business. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, it's kind of the same with
Go America.
gardening. Now we call
Yeah.
it homesteading and all these things. I'm like,
Gentleman
okay.
farmer.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was like, my mom just laughed. She's like, we were canning and doing all this stuff like so long ago. That was just like out of necessity. And now people want to go back to,
Right.
like that kind of, the way things were. It's just like, having to call things organic. I'm like,
Yeah.
well, everything that Carolyn's making or creating in her garden, that's organic.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
but it's like a trend to not poison people.
I
It's
know.
just kind of
Yeah.
Crazy. Who was saying
it's
in
just weird.
I know, one of our earlier podcasts that, yeah, in Europe, was it you, Megan, or Carolyn, or I don't
Me,
know,
yeah. In Europe, for sure. Like they
yeah,
don't call that they don't
or
call
quote
their
unquote organic because it's,
organic. Yes. And like a lot of people that I know who have like
Food
significant food
allergies.
allergies and stuff here go there and they can eat things and enjoy certain things, especially dairy, bread
mm,
and tea,
Gluten.
and like
Yeah.
gluten and stuff, and they feel fine.
That's
Yep.
weird.
It's pretty crazy and it's obviously significant. But yeah,
Well,
I mean, with Susan's mom planning the whole menus, we ate out all the time just for convenience and because we were busy. And so, like, you know, eating out was has always been a very normal thing for me. So if I'm like cooking at home, that's sad to say, but I'm like, oh, I feel like I'm doing something different. Yeah, yeah. Which I mean, and I
Yeah.
love cooking at home, but it's like, oh, this is kind of a bigger deal because going out would just be natural.
And what do
Yeah,
you?
that's
I know, Carolyn,
wild.
you cook at home a lot, right? Compared to going out. So Megan's kind of one end of the spectrum. You're probably the other, and then Susan and
Yeah.
I are probably somewhere in between.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we just don't have we just don't have I mean, we have a few restaurants here, like a handful, and that's it.
Yeah,
So, yeah, like I haven't been out to dinner, honestly,
I'm
To a
scared.
I
restaurant.
don't know when. I don't know when.
You don't know
Yeah, no,
when?
I actually don't know when.
Wow.
I mean, like we'll go like John and I will go out to lunch on a weekend. We'll
Mhm.
do that. So I'll have like one lunch out a week, maybe.
It's good for the budget.
Yeah, that was good for the
Good for the
budget.
budget.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good for the budget and good for the belly. Like I don't eat a lot of
Yeah,
I don't eat
Processed.
you know
restaurant
what you're
food.
eating. Yeah, you
Yeah,
know
I know
what you're.
exactly what I'm eating. And
Yeah,
it's not
butchered.
that exciting. It's not that great. It's not like I'm like every meal I'm like, oh fuck yeah, this is good. Some meals I'm like, yeah, this is just
Again,
food.
Yeah. There you go.
again.
Yeah, we do
Um,
kind of the same stuff over and over too. It's easy, you know.
yeah.
I will say I did walk out my house the other day because I was like, I'm gonna go get something to eat. And I got like to the end of the block and I was like, turn your ass around and go cook what's in your fridge because I know there's
Yeah.
stuff that needs to be made before it
Before
goes
it goes
bad and you're
bad.
gonna fucking waste it. And so
Yeah.
I came home and made a bomb pasta.
Oh yeah, you
And that's
sent a
when I had,
picture.
Mhm.
yeah, with my
Yeah.
martini with cornichons because
Yeah.
I didn't have
Yeah.
olives, but I'll make it work.
Hey, it worked
It
then.
was delicious. So,
Yeah,
you know.
absolutely.
So
Well,
thank
It's
you.
funny.
thanks, ladies, for sharing your thoughts on kind of food trends and kind of what we're all doing at home. Hopefully that was interesting for a few folks. As a reminder, we're dropping new episodes every Monday. You can hear us on Spotify, Apple, Castbox, iTunes, and follow us on social media. We're going to have some fun posts coming up soon. And if you have any questions or topics for any of the Karens or anything you'd like us to discuss, remember you can reach us by email at info@thekarenspodcast.com. That's info at thekarenspodcast.com. Susan?
Thank you for listening to Karens, where we have opinions on everything, but we're experts on nothing.